Hi GOH, this is Unit 5, Lesson 5, and today we're going to talk about horizontal and vertical lines. So all the lines we've talked about so far were slanted. Those are also known as oblique lines, and today we're going to talk about horizontal and vertical lines. So we can see, let me highlight it for you. In A, I have that nice horizontal line right there, and in B, I have this vertical line right there. All right, so in the graph below, a horizontal line is shown in A, a vertical line is shown in B. Answer each question based on the respective graph. What is true about all the points on this line? So I'm looking at A. All the points on the line all have the same y-coordinate. And that same y-coordinate is 3. So this point right here is a point 4, 3. And this point right here is the point -2, 3. This here is 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, but they all have the coordinate of the same y-coordinate of 3. What is an equation that would describe all the points on the line? Y equals 3. So any horizontal line will have the equation y equals some number, and the some number depends on where it's intercepting that y-axis. All right, using the two marked points, I want to find the slope of that line, so -2, 3 and 4, 3. I'm going to find the slope, so 3 minus 3, the change in y goes on top. 4 minus -2, change in x goes on the bottom, and 0 of 6 is 0. So that's a horizontal line, and that is a slope of 0. All right, let's look at my vertical line right here. So this point right here is 2, 4, and this point right here is 2, -1. What is true about all the points on this line? They all have the same x-coordinate of 2. Oops, x-coordinate of 2. What's an equation that would describe that line? X equals 2. So it's a vertical line. It's going through the x-axis at 2, and the equation is x equals 2. Using those 2 points, we're going to find the slope. So again, the slope is change in y, -1 minus 4, over the change in x, which is 2 minus 2. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I cannot have the 0 in the denominator of a fraction. So we say that is no slope or undefined slope. A vertical line has no slope or it's undefined. So here's a little summary. Horizontal lines are all parallel to the x-axis. They will all have the equation y equals some number. And they have slopes that are equal to 0. Vertical lines are all parallel to the y-axis. They will all have the equation x equals some number. And they all have no slope or undefined slope. All right, let's graph some lines, and it's actually going to form a triangle for us. So shade in the figure that's enclosed by the lines whose equations are shown below. Label each line on the graph with its equation. So y equals -5/3 x plus 4. The slope is -5/3. The y-intercept is 4. So it's a nice, easy one to graph. That's my work. On the y line, I go to 4. My slope is -5/3, so I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 3. Down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 3. And I'm also going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the left 3. And that is my line right there. And then I have my line y equals 9. So y equals 9 is a horizontal line. It's going through the y-axis at 9. So it's right up there. That's the equation y equals 9. I forgot to label this one. This one is y equals -5/3 x plus 4. And then x equals 6 is a vertical line. It's going through the x-axis at 6. So that would be right here. Oops, sorry about that. Right there. And just so you can see that that is forming a triangle. So this triangle is right there. Okay, shade in the figure, so you can lightly do that with your pen or pencil. Unless you have a highlighter, you could use a highlighter. Shade in the figure that's enclosed by the lines whose equations. And I labeled each line. I forgot the x equals 6. And those are my 3 lines right there. And together they form a triangle. All right. So just to quickly, very quickly, look at some transformations with horizontal and vertical lines. We talked about these before. So in exercise 4, we have triangle ABC, which is shown below. We want to find its image of triangle A prime, B prime, C prime after a reflection in the line y equals -2. So let me first graph the line y equals -2. Again, it is a vertical line. I'm sorry, horizontal. I'm drawing a horizontal line. It's a horizontal line, and it's going through the y-axis at -2. So remember, there's no rule for doing reflections like this. You're really just going to count. So let me grab a different color here. So A is 1, 2, 3 away. 1, 2, 3 away on the other side is going to be A prime. So A prime is going to be right here. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away on the other side is B prime. And C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away on the other side is C prime. So there's no rule for this. You're just counting however far away it is. The image is the exact same distance away on the other side of that line. It's as if we flip that figure over the line y equals -2. And they wanted the coordinates of those points. So A prime is -8, 1. B prime is, where is B prime? It's down here at -4, -8. And C prime is over here at 6, 3. Okay? And then one more dealing with reflections. So this one, the image is already drawn. I have triangle MNP, and I have triangle M prime, N prime, P prime, which is the image after a reflection over which line? So remember, that line of reflection should be right smack in the middle. So I'm just going to find the middle right here of those 2 figures. And there it is, that vertical line that I just drew. So remember, vertical lines have the equation x equals some number. It's going through the x-axis at 4. So that is the equation x equals 4. All right, and we'll practice all of that